Ladies and gentlemen, today we want to have a candid discussion about the handshake between Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga and William Samoei Arap Ruto. And we want to do great analysis about the joys and the jitters that this handshake has brought to our nation. We will also be able to do a depth analysis about the political dynamics of this handshake. And then we will conclude by actually trying to analyze to see whether this handshake is actually making the lives of Kenyans to be better. But before we dive in and try to do that kind of greater analysis, I could request you kindly to subscribe to this YouTube channel, to give this video a like, to share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then it's good to encourage them to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, always make sure to smash the bell button, because by doing that, you will give YouTube permission so that you can get notified whenever we come up with any political content and upload it into YouTube. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to our YouTube channel, I say thank you, and may God bless you all abundantly, because you always give us the inspiration to continue with this kind of political analysis. And now let us dive deeper into this handshake between Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga and William Samoei Arap Ruto. Actually, this handshake came to being after the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, was actually impeached. And from that moment, the government of William Samoei Arap Ruto was actually exposed. And that's why we have been seeing a lot of opposition from the people of Mount Kenya, or the people of the Gema community. And if also Raila Amolo Odinga was also to put pressure on William Samoei Arap Ruto's government, then by now we could say that we might not have the government in place, or William Samoei Ruto could have been sent home, or we could have created instability in this nation. But no sooner as Rigathi was impeached, and at that time, Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga was trying to see whether he was going to get the position of becoming the chair of the African Commission, but it wasn't successful. Then he came back to this country, and then they had that handshake between him and William Samoei Ruto. And for sure, we can say that that handshake has created a moment of political stability in this country. You can see that people are now okay. We are not seeing what we call maandamano on our roads. You can say that now the government has gained that kind of stability, and there is no much pressure to the government. It's only that now we have the Gema community, which is actually being led by the impeached deputy president, which is trying to make itself to be as the opposition side. So we can for sure say that in this republic, no sooner we form the so-called government of national unity by bringing in somebody who was outside the government and by saying that we have an handshake, then you will find that there is another group which always comes up so that it positions itself as the opposition side. But we can say that always it has been seen that whenever Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga is within the government, then you will find that the side of opposition, it always becomes very weak. And that has always left us as Kenyans questioning themselves and saying, who will stand for us? And that is the question many Kenyans are asking themselves now, because Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, when he is in the opposition side, he has always been seen to stand with the people of this republic. But whenever he goes in bed with the existing government, then you will find that the role of opposition is actually left out. And you will find that people say now things are working well. So that's the questions Kenyans must always be willing to answer, whether they will always need the side of opposition. But our constitution is very clear, even if we are saying somebody should be on the side of opposition, because we really don't have that seat of the leader of opposition, because our constitution has the minority side and the majority side. And the checks and balances actually are done by the three arms of the state. That means the judiciary, the executive, and parliament. So those, they check each other. But practically, it looks that it doesn't happen, because you will find always that the judiciary or the executive is always in bed, probably with parliament and sometimes with the judiciary. So you will find actually the checks and balances which people have been longing for. So those checks and balances are actually not done. And this kind of handshake is not actually what the constitution wants, because it creates a kind of mongrel kind of democracy which has never been seen anywhere. And that is why, if you look at this handshake, is it democratic? And how do we call it? Because we really don't have a name for it. And there is another question which we all must always ask ourselves. Why do we have every time having an handshake in this nation? Because we should have this side of opposition, and which is the minority, and we should have the majority side. The government should continue working for the period of 5 years, which it has been given constitutionally. And also the side of minority should always keep the government into toes so that it can deliver to the people of this republic. And when we look at that, sometimes the nature of our politics, the way it's being created, it is as if you get that there is a side of opposition which always blackmails the other. And when that side which is blackmailing the other enter into government, then you will find that a kind of political stability is created. And that always makes us to have what we call a question. Who does this serve? Or what does this serve to the people of Kenya? And if you look at that into depth, you will find always that the people of this republic are actually left alone, because this kind of handshakes don't serve well the people of this nation. Because if now we say that we have the stability by Right Honorable Raila Odinga coming into the government, then the question is, who was causing the instability? Is it the people of this republic, or is it Right Honorable Raila Odinga probably wanting to cause insecurity so that he can blackmail the government in city so that he can be accommodated? Because as Kenyans, we must have the knowledge to see all this. We must always come out and say, this is working for us and this is not working for us. Because if we go into deeper analysis and try to dissect this handshake, at the end, we will end up that we are serving the political class. And the people of this nation are not actually cannot actually gain anything out of probably this kind of handshake. It's only that we are being told that because these groups have come together, then there is peace and stability in the nation. And as I have said, if we look deeper, you will find that the political class always tries to blackmail each other. If we are not in that government, we will oppose everything that the government tries to do. And if we get inside, then we can say we have what we call stability in that kind of government. But at the end, you will find that the people of this nation, they actually don't get what they want, but the political class will always get what they want. For example, because of this handshake, we are going to have the executive shakeup. And when that shakeup will come, then you will find that the people who are allied to Raila Odinga from that political class are going to be incorporated in the government. And also you will find that those who were allied to Rigathi Gachagua, who is the impeached deputy president, will actually be removed from power. And that's why sometimes we question this kind of political handshake, that they are not for the good of the citizen, but they are for personal gain politically. And again, once you look at what they call stability, it comes in once those people comes together. And therefore, there is somebody probably outside who says that because I'm not in government, then I must make sure that I cause instability. And once that person gets probably the handshake, then you'll find that things becomes okay. For example, if we look at Right Honorable Raila Odinga, he has created as many handshakes as possible. And the things which he has always been talking about whenever he enters an handshake with the government are the same things which even today Right Honorable Raila Odinga is talking about. And the people of this nation have never achieved anything out of that kind of handshake. Because if we remember, during the time of KANU, Right Honorable Raila Odinga had a kind of handshake with the right president, Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi, by coming to government, and they formed new KANU. And he became the Secretary General of that new KANU. But when that didn't serve his purpose, Right Honorable Raila Odinga came out. Then we had an handshake between him and Kibaki. And that handshake actually never did much to achieve what it was expected to do. And we also had the handshake of Raila versus Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And that handshake, what it ought to have addressed, what they say are actually the same issues that today we are, Right Honorable Raila Odinga is trying to tell the people of Kenya that he's trying to do what? To sort out. But once that handshake becomes into being, once the political class from the side of Right Honorable Raila Odinga will be incorporated in the government, then you will find that everything will be forgotten and the Kenyans will be left alone. So for sure we can say that with all these kind of political handshakes, you will find the lives of the people of this nation doesn't become better. You will find that the people of this nation are always taken for granted. And that's why even political parties in this nation, actually they don't serve the purpose they have been put to be there. They don't make the lives of the people to be better, because you will find that within a party, it's only one person who has a say. If you go to UDA, it's only William Samoei Arap Ruto who has a say. And whatever he says, it is called, that is what the party wants. If you go to Right Honorable Raila Odinga party, ODM, it is Raila who says, because you saw what happened in this handshake. Many people within ODM, many political class within ODM, they never wanted this handshake to come to being. But because Right Honorable Raila Odinga said that we must have an handshake with William Samoei Ruto, at the end, that everybody within ODM, he has been told to toe the line. And if he doesn't want to toe the line, then he should get out of ODM. The likes of Babu Owino, the likes of Sifuna, who have been forced even to read what they never wanted to read. The likes of Karebo Amisi, the likes of James Orengo, they have been told now you have to toe the line, because Raila has said nobody goes against Baba. So this kind of political handshakes, I can say for sure, they don't serve the people of this republic. They serve the political class. And that's why I tell the people of Kenya, you are always left alone. And you must know from now henceforth, how do you vote in somebody with your own interest? Whenever you wake up very early in the morning to go to vote, then you must come up with your interest. As that person taken care of your interest if you want to gain. But just waking up and going to vote, and then you wait for 5 years to do the same thing without your life being improved, then we can say this nation is going nowhere. What is your say about this kind of handshake? Do you think these political handshakes makes the lives of Kenyans to be better? Please drop your comment in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to bump into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then it's good to request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to this YouTube channel, I say thank you, because you are the person who inspire us to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And whenever you subscribe, always remember to smash the bell button, because by doing that, you give YouTube permission so that you can get notified whenever we come up with any political content and upload it into YouTube. And with all that, I say thank you so much until we meet in our next political conversation. Goodbye.